What is going on, guys? Casual Spankin over here, and I am back with another video regarding the Battlefield 4 Warfighter kind of crossover we had going. Now, I am sorry that I haven't uploaded recently, but you can thank AT&T Uverse for that, for basically taking a big metal rod and shoving it up my ass. Now, in all seriousness though, guys, today we are reviewing the SEAL setup for the Spec-Ops class in Medal of Honor Warfighter, and that means we're pulling out the MP7. Now this is gonna hurt to say, but this sucked. I used to, and I'm going to tell you why. I used to love, in every other game that I've ever played that has featured this gun, I loved it. It was like my go-to gun, and I just couldn't. Battlefield 4 just essentially just butchered this for me. Medal of Honor Warfighter, amazing gun, a bit too OP, which is why I tried to stay away from it. You know, AK-103 was more my style, not so OP, not so easy to use, but still fairly good. MP7 was just a bit too good, if you get my drift. I didn't like it at first, but then I caught onto the whole MP7 fever kind of thing that was going on, and I loved it. In Medal of Honor 2010, amazing gun. Once again, Battlefield 3, 20 round mags. Amazing gun. It made you think. It made you think of how you were going to use the weapon. Do you want the extended mags? Do you want to kill more people all at once? Or do you want to play strategically and kill people quickly, but one at a time? Battlefield 4 decided to take all the beautiful sides of the MP7. I gotta say, this is the one redeeming factor that Battlefield 4 has over the other games. It looks absolutely gorgeous in this game, especially with that holographic sight, man, on the suppressor. It looks like a beast, but does it perform like one? No. You have 40 rounds to use on your targets each time you reload the weapon, plus one in the chamber if you reload it before the magazine was empty. This should mean that you're fairly capable of dropping people in large groups, right? That's what you would think. You walk into a group with like 6, 7, maybe 8 people, hold down the trigger, 6, 7, 8 people may or may not die. Battlefield 4 leans towards the may not side of things. Essentially what you have is a very high rate of fire weapon with a very high magazine capacity but very low damage output, and the suppressor just doesn't help your case. The problem, you know what, maybe it's not so much that the gun itself is not performing correctly. I want to say it might be the game's fault. The game, what it has essentially done is, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, when you play the game, if you kill somebody, there is a bit of a delay from the time that you actually kill them and it registers to the point that the message actually comes up on the screen letting you know that that person is now dead. So for me, I am a very paranoid player. I don't know when I've killed somebody. I don't really play these games like those hardcore guys do, where they're like, shit, I've already fired 5 rounds, this guy's dead, boom, move on to the next guy before I actually see the message. No, I gotta wait for that message to register in my head, so that takes an extra little bit of time before I realize that the guy is finally dead and I can switch to my next target. Now what this does is it causes me to fire extra rounds between the time that I kill the guy and the time the message comes up, which essentially leads to waste of ammunition, which means that really it might not take as much ammo as I think it takes to kill somebody versus the real amount it takes to kill somebody. If you guys followed all that, I'm glad, because I didn't really kind of follow myself. But in all seriousness though, guys, I love the gun. I can't hate on it just because it looks so damn fine, but I can't hate on the way Battlefield has forced me to use it in Battlefield 4. It just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel natural. I don't feel like I'm playing the Spec-Ops class from Warfighter. I feel like I'm playing just a forced sort of, you know, like you're limp, you're flaccid, but you're still forcing yourself to go at it kind of thing, if you know what I mean. You know, some of you might know what I mean, some of you might not, which is probably a good thing if you don't know what I mean. But anyways, the class setup consisted obviously of the primary, which in this case is the MP7, in the addition of the small holographic, which we just have a normal holographic, so we threw that on there, as well as the suppressor. We don't have the magazine or the stock configuration options that we had in Medal of Honor Warfighter, so we just went with the stock 40 round mags and the stock, you know, stock for the weapon. So that was nice, guys. At least it was an easy to customize weapon. And I know Medal of Honor Warfighter has a form of light attachment on the side. I just decided to throw on the laser. I know it's a bit cheap of me to kind of cheat my way out of this class like this, but I figured that if anything, I would try to redeem this weapon in some way, and I found that this would be like the least noticeable shortcut that I could take. For the sidearm, I decided to go with the QSZ-92. That is a Chinese sidearm. It doesn't look anything like a G23. It doesn't sound anything like a G23. It's got a lot of ammo compared to a G23, but it does handle like a G23 did in Medal of Honor Warfighter. So if you guys were a fan of that, I was, and I found a new love. I did test out quite a few of the pistols to find just the right one. Before, I was kind of leaning towards the FN57, but I kind of ended up on this one, and I'm glad I used it. Now for the grenade, I have the M67 frag. Very useful in some cases. The delay, I feel, is a bit too long. Most people usually hear like the grenade, you know, or something like that, and they're already running before the grenade hits the ground. So unless you really get someone in the corner, it's not gonna really kill anyone unless they were hurt. But yeah, guys, use this setup if you like it. I would stick to close quarters, obviously. The range is absolutely terrible. You guys will see in one of these clips, I get a pretty long range kill, but I'm guessing that guy was fairly weak already. Try to learn how long it takes you to kill someone with this weapon. Don't be like me where you wait for the message, because that might really improve the consistency with which you can kill people between reloads. Whereas mine was kind of more like meh, yours might be like damn, you know. But if anything, guys, I hope that this video was somewhat entertaining for you. If you guys enjoyed this setup or just a video in general, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're looking for more stuff like this, as well as share the video with anyone who you feel might have enjoyed it. Now, for those of you who weren't aware, I was doing a giveaway at a 1,500 subscriber kind of set point in time, and we have reached it, guys. So if you guys are ready for the announcements, be sure to tune into the next video that should be released a little bit later today, unless, of course, you're watching this after the day I uploaded this and have already watched the giveaway announcement. So that really wouldn't make chronologically with, you know, don't worry about it. Just be sure to tune into that video if you're curious to see who won. I'll be doing another one at 2,500 subs, so be sure to be active on the channel, be active on the social medias, and who knows, you might be the next winner. With that being said, guys, I will go ahead and leave you to the rest of your beautiful days. Peace out, fellas.
I can patch you up.